Goes, aha, I almost had it this time. More noises happen. Okay, and that leaves the clan rat that is paralyzed on the ground permanently. He's gonna make a lot of noises, and I'm removing him from initiative.
Okay.
He's still technically alive. What do you want to do, Alexa?
I am going to sidestep behind the pillar and say over to Talshian, or I'm not letting you die down here alone, pointy ears. Come on, let's kick his butt.
Alright, so you get your bonus for flanking with them. Let's see how it goes. Ooh, head hit. Alright, your axe comes straight in on its head and cuts off one of his ear and part of his cheek. And he is bleeding entirely out the side of that face, but he has not taken critical damage. But he looks incredibly worried by this development. Which leads us to Lash. You have a
Alright.
friend. You have a friend bonus.
Alright, and I will also aim. So 2 on 1, so plus 20. Dagger, there we go. To the head. Damage is respectable.
Alright. You have a 3 critical on him. To his head, of all things. You're about to gouge his eyes out, I
I mean,
think.
he hit me in the head, so...
It's only fair game.
Fair. Yep, exactly.
Everyone just going for the head here now. Knocked to the ground and dazed. All of his attacks are -3. Okay. So he is now dazed and on the ground. It is his turn immediately, so he is, of course, going to try to stand up. And he's going to look between the two of you and kind of go, Hordrat, protect me, and try to run away. As he runs away, you both can make an attack.
While they're doing that, I got a quick question.
Yes?
Can I roll Common Knowledge Empire for when Conrad goes to get help, to know not to call him Skaven, but Beastmen?
Sure.
Does
You can just go ahead and make that assumption because everyone talked about what they knew anyway.
does the 2v1 still count while he's moving away?
Yes.
No. Oh, if I won. Fuck me.
What about you, Lexa?
Nope.
Alright, you just sort of clang against the column. Lash is in the way. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. He gets to about here. And he is starting to run. And of course, his companion is looking at him go, ha, not so easy, is it? Make fun of me, huh? Hurt me, huh? Elf think this is revenge. Die, die. And we'll go ahead and try to reload his sling and try to hit Lash. And from across town, he hits the column again. He's really consistent.
Yes.
That leaves just this guy. What's his movement? Okay. Alexa, what are you going to do?
I'm going to switch to a sling, and then move to the side.
Okay. As far as targeting information goes, the rat all the way out here has cover from the barrels, and
Yeah.
given that you're behind the column, you will also have cover.
Yep. I can't see him though, so he can't see me.
Oh, that's even worse. So you have total concealment.
So I'm just like, okay, switching because we're gonna have to deal with this.
Mhm. Okay.
But that's it.
So
Yeah.
your actions. Okay, cool. Just waiting for that. Lash.
I'm gonna charge. Normally I would switch to ranged, but unfortunately it takes me longer to adjust to range than it does the slinger. So, yeah, I'm gonna charge. But I'm gonna charge the already hurt one way back, because my charge is super long, and since I gotta go in a straight line anyway. So, boom, I'm on top of the barrels. At a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 charge. Assuming that the barrels are double movement.
Yes, they are. So they're just an extra one. So
Alright.
you just hop over one set of barrels, then hop on to the next one, and you're just right on top of them.
And along the way, I would kind of like to shout that I am Tal Lashin of the Witherhold, of the kindred of Herath, and I will not be outdone this day by a bunch of rats. Plus 10.
Go for it.
In the head. This is the one that I know is already hurt because we shot him twice.
Yeah. Yeah. But daggers, I have a penalty towards damage. Does that include?
That's already included in the roll,
Yeah.
I think.
It's all on your sheet when you put it in there. My damage is already listed as -3.
Nice. Okay. Well, that's a great hit then.
All right. So if we take 7 minus which that hit his head?
Head.
Okay. You have a critical value of 2 on him.
Head 2.
Oof. We know how bad this is. You just keep going for the head out of pure elven instinct, and you don't quite stab straight into his brain, but you do clock him really hard with the back of your handle. It goes straight through the skull cap, and he's just holding his head and just feeling very dizzy. Clanrat. One back here is no longer quite as dazed as he was a moment ago. And of course, he looks at the elf who ran straight past him. And he's gonna go once more for the horned rat. And his friend is there, but his friend is also stunned, so he is not going to get a bonus. Oh, that's the wrong one. I need this one. Despite all his rage, he's still just a rat in a cage, and he misses.
Boom.
The other one is, of course, stunned and staring an elf in the face with nothing but terror in his eyes. He already has your arrow in his leg. He doesn't want more. Meanwhile, Slash, since you moved up, you can very clearly see this guy here. And you hear him say, "Elf thing, I am Mulshin of the Night Runners. I will not be outdone by an elf, but I shall see you once more in your sleep."
Oh, throwing it back at me. I see how this is.
Yep. And he's just gonna keep moving.
I assume those are stairs that I see there, huh?
Yes, indeed they are. Which leads us to Alexa.
Okay.
You definitely heard someone calling him out.
Okay, I'm going to step out and shoot the stunned one.
Remember, that's -20.
Oh, is it?
For being in melee, yeah. That's why my rolls suck so much when you guys are next to the enemies.
Yep, no luck.
Well, in a desire to not murder Lash, you hit a barrel.
Okay.
There's plenty of wine pouring out all over the place now just because everyone's been pelting literally everything. It's such a waste. Lash.
You know, I got this guy stunned. I might as well attack him. Because that's a +20, and I'll aim to make it a +30. I'm all about ending people if I can. Right leg.
Oof. Let's see damage. This is gonna hurt.
Wow, nice.
Back to the basement, and this is the guy in front of you or behind you, by
The
way?
stunned guy, which I guess is the guy in front of me. Up top, above
Okay.
me.
Right. In that case, that is going to be right leg. Yeah, that's 5. No, 6.
Right leg. 6. "20% chance of dying every round until medical attention is received. Test at the start of the round."
Jeez.
Okay, so for the time being, I'm going to presume he is dead because nobody wants to save the rat. But if
Nope.
it comes up, I'll go ahead and try to remember.
Well, he has a 20% chance of dying each round, but otherwise he's... Well, I don't know. Does helpless mean he can't do anything at all?
That's right.
Okay, if that's true, then never mind.
So he basically needs somebody to come and save him, and nobody's coming to come save
So
him.
he's just standing there bleeding to death. It's not his turn. There's the rat behind you who's still trying to swing at your backside, but he might just hit a barrel here. Dirty elf thing! Is about as far as he gets.
Isn't he stunned?
The one behind Lash is not stunned.
Yeah, the one I just attacked was the one that was stunned.
Which, in fact, it is his turn, so let's go ahead and give a 1 in 20 chance.
Or that's technically 20%, but yeah.
Yeah, usually we want to declare high or low first.
I guess if we're doing this like target numbers, he has to... We're rolling for 20 or below then, so...
Yeah.
So in this case, he is currently being lucky as a stunned, bleeding to death rat is.
He has 80% chance to live. Now it's 60%.
Alright, and... Molshin, you hear a door open in the distance, and that is that for him. He's off the initiative. Alexa.
I will pull out, I guess, since that one's not rushing at us. I was expecting him to come at us, but I'll switch over to Axe again and. Okay, that's it.
Alright, you're moving on up. Lash. One guy's bleeding out in front of you, still stunned, and the other one behind you is still screaming at you.
I'm gonna all-out attack the guy behind me who can still attack back. So I get a plus 20 on him. That just means I can't parry or dodge.
Yep.
I'm almost there. Hold on.
That's right leg hit.
Nice!
Alright.
That's the way. It is a lucky dagger. So you have to hit another
49.
melee at full. Yep. Hit it.
No.
Oh.
Still 10 damage though, and I think this guy is already in crit range, isn't he?
That's right. You're gonna have 7 to crit on his right leg.
You see, this is how I killed the other two beastmen. I got almost dead.
Beast Boy and Goat Face.
A fraction of a second later, the character collapses with blood pouring out of the ruins of his leg. Death from shock and blood loss is almost instantaneous, as he just collapses to the ground. Not a single thing left on him except the attempts to whisper out once more the name of the horned rat. He did.
It's full
This is
rat
the
man with his
last-
dagger now.
Alright, the one in front of you has not necessarily died yet. And it looks like he's coming around. He might make it, guys.
I guess this is pretty much it for combat, right?
You still technically have to murder this guy. Maybe he might run away.
It's more of a combat to see who kills him first.
Exactly.
Basically, if you hit him, he's dead.
Okay, I guess I'll go to the crippled rat instead and kill that one.
No, that's all the one that's left. There's only that one left.
Okay. I'll come up and try to kill him. This is
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, plus 10. And he's dead.
With a hit to the head for 2 damage. Give it a go. Critical.
Well, no, remember it's sudden death rules, which means if he gets another critical hit, he's dead.
dead.
Oh, right, because he's already bleeding to death. Okay.
Right.
Yup, you come swinging down on his head and just chop him straight between the eyes. Just as he's starting to get light back into them and realize what's happening, all he gets to see is a bunch of bloody women coming screaming for him. And that is that for combat. The only noises left in here right now are the noises of the moaning peasants trying to ask, what's going on? I can't see anything. What happened? I heard blood everywhere.
Which
And
direction?
the sounds of a screaming angry rat way in the background.
Alright, yeah, I forgot he was still there.
Okay, horned rat be damned you!
I'll put my arm around Lash and say, "You and me, buddy. You're okay now in my book. I got your back."
I mean, are we ending soon? Because I want to say, if that was like the end, I think the of a TV show, the camera would pan on my face, and I would look deadpan at the camera. We weren't okay before.
And then the credits play.
Yeah, the big orchestral music comes in, like a big trumpet flares up over Lash's victory, fade to black, and yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up here for now.
It's like, I was about to sacrifice my life for you, and you're like, you know what, you're okay now. I'm like, what?
No, this is a
hard
bonding
fight, I
move.
think.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna award 150 for it.
Yay!
I did have a lot of downtime stuff to play through, but we started a little later, and well, I got it all for next time. You guys are going to definitely want to heal up, I think.
Yeah,
So that'll be fun.
we'll have to loot the bodies next time, but we have a lot of armor now, so yay!
Yay!
And I'll, of course, be cutting off ears and tails.
Yep. A lot of ears and tails, a lot of equipment. We can go ahead and mark some of that down
Sure.
next time, or, well, now. We got the time, I
I
guess.
suppose we can do it. Yeah, we're not playing vampire. It looks like
They all have roughly the same equipment. They have 2 swords each, a shield, sling, a dagger, their skull caps, and their leather jacks. And so here, there's like another 3 of them.
What quality are their skull caps?
All of the armor is of poor quality, especially the stuff that you probably broke.
Well, I was hoping more because mine is bad now, so I was hoping I could replace it.
Honestly, you're probably down to like 2 skull caps because one of them is completely destroyed.
Okay, well, 2 skull caps and 3 leather jacks is still good. Either way, I'm more than happy to fix anything down here that if.
And I hope one of you will pick up my sword and bring it back to me when I return with help.
Oh yes, I have a 4 strength. I'll pick up your sword.
Thank you.
Okay. And of course, there are the humans over in the corner who are trying to get your attention. Among them, of course, you see the drunkard that had left the tavern not all that long ago, as well as what you can only assume are several refugees.
Yay! Okay, well, we'll go over to them, or I will go over to them and untie like get the blindfolds off and say, "Oh my goodness, what were they doing to you, poor people?"
I don't know. They fed us poorly, barely anything at all. They just kept us here. I think they wanted to keep us as slaves. They always said that we were going to be moving soon.
Well, that ends today. And she'll untie everybody.
Our heroes! They aren't tied up as much as they are just locked and thrown into the cage.
Okay. Well, we will get them out of the cage. Whether that, I'm sure, if one of them doesn't have the key, we can break the bars eventually.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna say, like, you can just take your time and do that, and, we'll go ahead and figure out what happens with them all next time.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
If only we had sensu beans.
Exactly. It's
I
all of
think
us-
there are
all of
healing
us
potions and,
happy.
health poultices. Some of them would have helped when you guys were at fewer wounds. But most of you guys just got dunked on by really high rolls.
Yeah. We got a couple good lucky ones for our side though too. So that was hard fought. All of
Yeah,
us are
once you
gonna
guys got down to the critical stage, I was very worried for you all.
This is
But
the
you
same
still
position I was in with the
against, like,
Beastmen.
Yeah.
Or mutants, actually. They were mutants.
I was hoping that there'd be a Gustav here to also help this out, or maybe a Swifty, but, well, that'll be for next time.
Yeah, I guess we're all now heavily wounded.
Yeah.
That's alright, though. I do my best when I'm heavily wounded.
Yay! Oh, clearly. Maybe we should just, like, get you a feed or something. It's like, while heavily wounded, plus 10 to everything.
Apparently, helpless doesn't mean they can't attack. It says helpless cannot defend. Attacks against the character hit automatically and inflict an additional 1d10 damage.
Which character is helpless?
No character, the rat was. But I said, does it mean it can't attack? The thing doesn't say anything about that. It just says it can't defend.
Oh. Well, you
But
was
attacks
stuck on it.
automatically hit, though, so that's also something we got wrong.
Oh, let's go ahead and make a list of rules in the Warhammer text chat about questions that we have and answers that we've found. So this way, at least we remember them for next time.
No, I usually just remember things I bring up. I only voice them because I remember things better when I say them out loud.
Right, and I forget everything that goes in one ear and out the other, and like I only remember if I see it in text
so
form.
don't make the takeaway being
Here's
that
the
I'm
school.
trying to rules lawyer everything. It's just I'm trying to remember things by saying everything out loud.
Oh, no. Trust me, I understand you, and when you bring up a rule, I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, that's definitely right, and I had no idea what I was doing. That's going to be continually my stance as I just learn this better and better. So yeah, I don't mind bringing up the rules. Please bring up the rules. Oh god, I need the help.
And I almost got a
I
horse.
think that was a lot of fun. I mean, it was really tense there for a minute. It's like, oh my god, are we gonna die?
That's right, we're going to come back, and we're going to remind the squire that he ran away. Sir Robin the Brave.
He didn't run away. He went to get help.
He ran away. I said, make sure she gets out of here, and he ducked down that sewer hole. And you stayed, so I mean, I don't know what to think now.
Well, there's a little hero in all of us, I guess.
Well, Conrad does have his mission to think about, so there is that.
I don't know what your mission is, so I don't know your background. Hell,
Right.
the one time I screamed out my own background stuff, you weren't even here.
For Conrad's purposes, just so that you know, Conrad, you have a scroll that has written on it the mission and quest that your master was on that he gave to you, but I don't think you can read.
He cannot read yet.
So you don't know what your quest is.
Thank God he wrote it in stick figures.
But whenever downtime activities happen, Conrad, you specifically will at least have some idea of where your Bretonian Knights are, and we'll do that.
I mean, you can always show it
we
to
already
Gustav,
have your
though.
stuff lined up, though I don't know how much you'll want to like go hunting now. And Lash, of course, I need to figure out what you're going to be up to. You got plans. I'm just excited to see what happens.
Well, you also know my long-term goal, which is very long-term, like very
Yeah, I know your
long-term.
long-term goal, and
Well,
so I'm
this-
trying to set up for the short-term one.
Hopefully this
And the
time next
short-term
year I'll
one
be
is
getting there.
harder. How
The
do I
sh-
get you a horse? Who has horses?
Yeah.
And it's to the point where it's just like, I just gotta dump a lot of money on you somehow. You could probably sell off your chain shirt and take the gold crowns you have right now and go grab one.
Yeah,
Why we have to be
unfortunately, I need that shirt as much as I
To
need the horse.
live.
No, as much as I need the horse. It's part of the next thing.
Oh, that's fun. Oof. Alright, so I'm gonna take a break for a little bit.
It was
and I guess we'll meet for
150
Jade later.
experience for everybody.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yay.
Alright, I guess that is
That's it for
cool-headed,
now.
I think.
And I'm going to prepare for later on this evening. So I'll see you guys in a little.
Yay! All right, see you later, guys.